break a leg, Charlie. Have a great show, Charlie.
Okay, Anna, I'll see you later. You too, Naomi. Hey, welcome to the show. Hello, Instagram. Yes. Okay, I have my face serum on, so if I'm a little shiny, just bear with me, okay? So, today we want to talk about part 3 of how to break up with someone. If you want to know how to break up with someone, then stay tuned because I've given you 2 ways to break up with someone, but this is way number 3. Uno, dos, tres, pa tres. If you want to break up with someone, I told you that A, you need to have a BBB, breakup budget, bitch. You pay them off, and then they can't talk shit about you because then they look like the bad guy. Number 2, you get overly emotional. You tell them you love them, you want to marry them, and then they freak out, and then they dump you, and then you can go hook up with someone else and not feel bad because you the dumpy. Always be the dumpy. Number 3 of how to break up with someone. It's very easy. Just disappear. Yeah. They go to work, you pack up your things, you rent a car, put it all in there, get a storage unit, put it in the storage unit, and then find somewhere else. In the meantime, live in a hotel, whatever. But just disappear. Why? Well, when you disappear, you don't have to put yourself through the trauma of explaining yourself. Because if you have to get to the point of doing a midnight getaway, what more explanations do you need? I mean, Kylie Minogue says, what to do when all the tears have gone? Promises. Promises. So, welcome to the show. I'm excited to have you all here. I wanted to continue talking about the entities in the 4th realm. These entities are the huge, biggest, gigantic cause of trauma and pain here on the 1D, where you all interact with each other. And if you've ever wondered why it seems like when people are talking with each other, it's like they are talking at each other, everyone thinks that they are right, it's because they are not listening to each other from down here. They are interacting from up there. And up there, it's a completely different place. And that's why Night Game, ARG, is your only hope. Because Night Game ARG is a gateway that allows you to see through the 1D into the 4D while you're awake. That's all it is. You guys love lucid dreaming, right? Well, now you have it. Now you guys might be wondering, okay, well, who is this guy? Why is he just telling us all this? Where does he come from? Well, hi, I am Charlie Manna. I am an alien who happens to be an actor, and I come from the Zulu kingdom in the Republic of South Africa. Now ask yourself, how come there is a monarchy inside of a republic? It's because Zulu people are from heaven. Zulu means heaven in English. So we control reality. If we want to be a kingdom, we'll be a kingdom. If we want to be a republic, we'll do whatever we want. Every Zulu knows that. And so growing up as a Zulu person, you have to understand there is an expectation that you are going to fulfill your ancestral callings. And this calling isn't about communicating with spirits. This calling is about connecting with your ancestors. Why? Because our ancestors don't just exist from the past to give us knowledge now. We also have something called future ancestors. And one of the ancestors that I'm going to be having on the show right now is Naomi Watts. Yes. Naomi, you getting ready in the realms? Okay, we're in the realms now. So Naomi Watts is my ancestor in terms of in the realms, in Zulu culture, we have different kinds of ancestors. There are ancestors that are linked to your bloodline, and there are ancestors that are called foreign or traveling ancestors. These are ancestors that had to make contracts with the marine kingdom in the ocean in order to get to us here in the Zulu kingdom. So obviously, some of them are white, are Australian, American, British, European, Dutch. Whoever crossed the waters to get to us, and when I say us, I mean my particular line, they are intertwined. We like Lego now. And like I told you, my mom grew up being monitored. She was struck by lightning when she was about 5 years old, and she always tells the story that all she saw was glittering, glowing white lights. That's all she remembers, and she heard loud cracking sounds. And I was like, what were you doing outside in a thunderstorm? She was like, there was no thunderstorm. It wasn't supposed to be lightning. And she was also born with an extra finger. She has an extra finger on each hand and toes, and then they cut them off. And she always has bragged to everyone about how she always gets what she wants and that she has special powers, and she called it a sixth sense. Yes, every day I have a sixth sense. This is going to happen. Now, the reason my mom and I get along and my ex-sister and her do not get along is because I listened to her, because I noticed that she had magic powers and I noticed I could do it too. But other people in the family were afraid of us. So for example, my mother had a dream about my ex-sister's husband before they even met, I think, before she even introduced them. My mother said, you are going to meet this person doing this, they're going to kill you, don't do that. And she still went with that person. And then she would call me and complain and tell me the most terrifying things that would have made me jump over a bridge to run away. And I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, while I was waiting for my birth chart planets to move, I had nothing better to do. So I entertained all the demons. It's just like that movie, The Ring, you know? Samara Morgan, she was fucking bored in that movie. She had nothing better to do. So she made images that haunted people. Because why should she be thrown down a water well? She didn't ask to be born. They wanted a baby. Well, that's what you get. And my mother knew how to communicate with me and my dad. And so growing up as an alien for me wasn't a problem until I came to the human kingdom. Then it became super problematic. But thanks to my ancestors, like our next guest, Naomi Watts, I was able to understand how to communicate. So without further ado, let's bring out our first guest on the Late Flight Tarot Show, Ms. Naomi Watts. Okay, Naomi Watts, we're going to burn some red rose for you. We're going to the etherics to see what the aliens have been doing to you. Dare I say it, this smells like actual perfume. Okay, so Naomi's like, no, give me the rough stuff. Give me the same job as Sandy. Okay, Naomi. Now there's so much that I could say about Naomi Watts that I'm not going to, because it goes without saying, she's amazing. And the reason I like her as Vera Cross is because she has that intensity in her eyes. It's all in her eyes. Look at me talking about her as if she's not here. It's all in your eyes, Naomi. And I have to mention, when I was doing this operation, I call it an operation because I'm playing a monoptic agent in the show and in the movie, but really it was acting process work. I mean, there is not enough done and talked about in terms of acting process. So SAG-AFTRA, if you want me to do some talks, I'm available. So in my acting process, I have to really feel the character because I'm a kinesthetic learner. I have to do it. And I have to say, I was thinking of Naomi when I was working with Luke Belmar, and I had to do those scenes behind the scenes. And that scene in Mulholland Drive, when Naomi's character does Betty, she does the scene with Rita, like very, you get away from me, you, why I oughta. And then when she's in the actual audition with that weird director who's like, just feel, and you know, and you go. Then she does it all sexy like, that's acting. Okay, so Naomi, what are we doing to you? And the fact that she could do, okay, so this is what we're doing to you now. Okay, so this is serious. Okay, why are we doing this? To a message, there's a message. What's the message? Relationships. What about them? Okay, there's a guy. Who's the guy? What's happening? Was it past life? Yeah. Past life lover. Okay, and what's the soul contract about? The soul contract is about saving. It's about, and what's her unique talent in that? Aha. Okay, so Naomi, they want you to open a production company of your own, dare I say. And how are you showing her this now? Through tarot card readings, through magic, through me. You've been getting other signs that that's what's happening. Because, I'm being told there's more freedom in there. Yeah, because otherwise the security isn't as good. Yeah. We need to sort that out. So Naomi, I need to do some work. Okay, let me do some work. First of all, let's take out the devil. Okay, we cannot have that. So I'll give you, should I give you patience? I'll give you temperance. Okay? You're a monoptic agent now. Okay, so now you have temperance. And messages is fine. 10 of Cups is fine. The Lovers is fine. I'm taking out this King of Wands. Okay, I'll give you Queen of Pentacles. I'll give you Queen of Pentacles as your technology. So now this is going to be quite jarring, Naomi. So when you go to sleep, you'll wake up and you'll feel like a completely different person. You won't take any BS and you'll be more ready to open up about your past or monetize your book. You're going to make a series with your book or something. Yes, you're gonna do that. Okay, so you've got a Queen there, you've got 4 in your contract. I'll leave that there. You can have the Lovers. Let's change your technology just to have better. Okay, that might be too jarring. Okay, let me give you cool 20. Okay, let me give you. Okay, let me give you a reverse. Let me give you 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you'll get a contract, but it's very important then. You have to speak up about what you want, otherwise it'll repeat the cycle. So you have to this time do 8 of Cups, walk away and speak up. Okay, let's leave the Ace of Wands there. Let's take out this 3 of Swords and put in this 2 of Pentacles. Okay, that's better. That's more symmetry. And then let's end this 4 of Cups. No, let's keep, wait. We've done a lot to you. Okay, we'll give you 7 of Pentacles and we'll take out 4 of Cups. So we want you to basically just focus on money, monetization. Yes. So guys, Naomi Watts is about to become a billionaire. So watch out, okay? God, Most High. Yes, he says go. Go now. Say yes to the phone call. Say yes to the deal. Call up Gwyneth and them. Yes, call up Kate. What do you say, God? There you go. You're done. He loves it. We've changed your fortunes. There we go. Perfect. All right, Naomi. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming. Create a new persona. Okay, now let's ask Jesus, Christ of Nazareth, for the Australian community. What do you think about our new persona for Naomi? Yes, very good. Knight of Wands. So we are getting some very strong anchoring. I'm seeing, ooh, you're going to have a dream. You're going to have a dream. Okay, yes, Knight of Wands. So guys, Knight of Swords for me, messages. Knight of Wands, dream messages. Okay, so I want you to have a wonderful sleep. Thank you so much for coming. After the break, we are going to have another lesson about method cover and how to, kind of be a spy and an optic agent in real life. And then we are going to talk about, thank you, Anna, Paulina, Luna. Okay, I'll see you soon.